Far-right women contributing to threats against democracy. And I think of far right, I think of more traditional. So it's like, is it like with sandwiches and nice dinners that they're contributing to threats against democracy, or because it's usually the left wing chick
Democracy thing is
throwing away tradition? And our CMP warning about citizen movements threatening democracy takes a note that women in particular are being drawn to the far right. Citing dubious statistics by anti-hate researchers, the RCMP's recently dubious statistics. What's the definition of dubious?
nefarious, kind of, or
Not to be relied upon, suspect. So is this, I guess it's True North, that's why. Citing dubious statistics by anti-hate researchers, the RCMP's recently published 2023 environmental scan. Why is the environmental?
I think you read that. I think that's probably the report we read, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm going to click on it quickly and we'll see if that's the one.
I don't think so. Socioculture. Ooh, what's this? Now we should go through it, I guess. I don't think we've done this one yet.
Yeah.
So this is the research summary for the environmental scan on external factors influencing the Canadian policing environment. Okay, why this study? The RCMP conducts periodic scanning of its external operating environment to help with strategic planning and risk management. Environmental scanning allows us to plan by learning from past trends, responding to current trends, and preparing for those trends that are emerging. Understanding the external environment is important to our ability to work effectively with local, Indigenous, national, and international law enforcement partners to keep Canada safe. Okay, so what we found. Okay, well, we might as well start with what we did. In consultation with various stakeholders, the RCMP used a PESTLE, political, economic, sociocultural, technology, legal, and environment analysis framework to determine what may influence the external operating environment of the RCMP, which of course is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. It is important to note that even though the environmental scan is focused on multi-year trends, the document necessarily reflects on a snapshot in time. While still very relevant to long-term insights, this document does not capture some events and issues that took place after the content was finalized, such as the Israel-Gaza conflict. What we found, the scan produced many findings about the 6 external factors. The highlights for each factor follow. Political, the challenges facing politicians domestically and globally are at critical levels and require bold collective action. What do you think?
Why do they care?
Why do they care? I don't know.
Aren't they supposed to be apolitical? I mean, isn't this the
they work for the Queen, so the King now, I guess. You ever notice that every RCMP office you go to has a picture of the Queen?
No, I didn't notice that. I don't really go there.
Economic. Higher than normal inflation is creating affordability issues for many, yet the labor market continues to grow with unemployment rates and increasing salaries, with low unemployment rates and increasing salaries. My salary isn't increasing. Sociocultural. Society is dividing into smaller communities based on common interests and backgrounds, which is increasing social polarization. I mean, it's the decentralization is naturally happening. I think we just know, on some deep level that it's a bad idea. Technology, digital technologies are transforming the way citizens interact with the world around them, each other, and with the RCMP. Legal, governments are playing catch up with the new legislation as existing legislation is becoming increasingly irrelevant to meet the requirements of digital economies. Environment, climate change will have significant implications for policing by requiring police officers to respond to a range of challenges related to natural disasters, civil unrest, crime patterns, and resource allocation. What it means, the RCMP operates in a rapidly changing environment. New threats are constantly coming and shifting and blah, blah, blah. This must be is this the whole report? This is not the whole PDF. So I'm going to shut that down, go back over to, oh shit, I'll have to go. Where'd I go now? God damn it. I lost it. Do you see it? Let me know when you see it.
No, you're still on the other.
Okay, so I gotta go back.
I think it was a true. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Okay. One of the chief social concerns threatening democracy is the rise of a mass citizen movements, according to the federal police force. Don't they work for the citizens?
Yeah.
Society is fragmenting into smaller communities based on common interests and backgrounds. That sounds terrible. Doesn't that sound just awful?
So how is that? How are they both happening? I don't understand that. How can mass citizen movements happen if they're fragmenting into smaller communities?
Well, it
Right?
turns out that the smaller communities agree about one thing.
Yeah. That Trudeau needs to go. I mean, no kidding. There's been some interesting
Democracies
pushback.
around the world are under threat from large scale
See, this is so
movements and
fucking
citizen
frustrating, right?
protests.
Maybe it's not. Maybe we're not in a democracy, and the threat is actually freedom. Like it's boggling. Right? It's the same hyperbole that you hear everywhere else. This might have been written. This must have been written by a UN or a WEF person.
You'll like this part. Earlier this year, the national policing body also released the hate crimes report that noted an unexpected shift. Hate groups in Canada are reportedly becoming more ethnically diverse. Traditionally dominated by white males, these groups are now said to be recruiting from racialized communities. According to the report, the RCMP defines a hate group as any organization and collection of individuals that attack or vilify people based on characteristics such as race, religion, or gender identity. What about people who hate straight white men?
That's not hate. I mean, that's not hate.
Anyway, I mean, they really didn't say a lot in here about women.